guys, so I'm filming inside this time because my husband's out in the garage playing music and I can't have music on my channel because of copyright. But yeah, this is another gardening haul and a lot of harvest this time, harvesting every single day pretty much. At least one thing every day, at least a handful of cherry tomatoes a day. So yeah, things are coming in. And I'm excited. So let's roll the clips. So I'm pretty upset. This was our eggplants. Those big eggplants growing on it. I was letting them go and get bigger. And something destroyed the plant. I looked over and I seen this down like that. There's the little eggplant that was on there. And there's the bigger eggplant. I am so upset. So we've got another pretty big zucchini, 2 yellow squashes. We've got 3 cucumbers. And a pickling cucumber. And another bunch of cherry tomatoes. So today's harvest, we have 2 zucchinis. I really don't remember pulling this off, so I don't remember if I showed you guys, but we do have one of the larger tomatoes. I think this might be one of the slicing tomatoes, but I'm not sure. It could be one of the, what are they called? They're those ugly tomatoes that are super sweet. We have a yellow squash. One of the Hungarian hot wax peppers, it's got a hole in it, so I don't know, my husband will probably still eat it, but I didn't know they turned red, and this one did, so I'm waiting for the others to turn red before I pick them as well. 1 Roma tomato, and a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes. Today's harvest, I have a zucchini, 2 yellow squash, and this is on the tiny side, but I picked this one because it was turning orange, and I think it was getting ready to go bad, so it's like hard as a rock too, so I don't know how good this one is. I have a giant cucumber. This is one of the burpless ones. It got left on a little too long and it got huge. 2 pickling cucumbers. Giant green pepper. So I left this on extremely long because the last ones were about half this size and extremely better. So I was told the longer you leave them on the vine, the sweeter they are. So this is a green pepper and hopefully it'll be a lot sweeter. The little Roma tomato and a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes. So the butternut is slowly starting to get tan in color, and that's when I can chop it off. But oh my gosh, it is loaded with squashes, just pretty much everywhere. So we're gonna have an abundance of the butternut and spaghetti squashes here soon. So this is the Carolina Gold tomato, and it's starting to turn yellow right there. So this is the Golden California Wonder. This is the sweet bell pepper, the orange. And if you can see right there, we are finally starting to get a pepper on this one. I'm so excited. This was the one that was drying up and dying in the other location. My husband brought it out back with all the other plants and it's now thriving. I'm so happy. So we finally have another blackberry that's turned that the birds have not gotten to. I'm super excited. So just a quick look at everything I harvested today. I've got 2 zucchinis. I've got 1 of the burpless cucumbers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the pickling cucumbers, 1 Roma tomato, and 1 little blackberry. I have not harvested the cherry tomatoes yet today. We definitely have something that is eating our eggplant. Here's another one pulled off of this plant over here. My husband thinks it's a groundhog, so we're gonna get a trap probably this week or next and see if we can trap it and then release it in another location so that it doesn't come back and destroy our garden further. So we finally have a new cucumber growing on the Tasty Green. I'm excited. This one often gets eaten by deer, so it's nice to see some cucumbers thriving on this one again. So this is the purple beauty pepper, and it's definitely getting big. I'm gonna leave this on for like maybe another week or so to get it like really big before I cut this off and eat it. This is the giant Marconi. We had one of these and it was super tiny and had a hole in it. But now we are finally getting some more peppers on this one, and it's actually grown very tall, a lot taller than it was before. So now they are definitely going to thrive on this. So this is our ghost pepper plant. We have one right there, which I can't touch it because the oils are very hot. But it says these grow to 2 to 4 inches and then they turn red. So this is almost full grown, and then it's gonna turn red and then we'll get to pick it. This is the Hungarian hot wax, and this one's starting to turn red as well. I'm excited about that. The hot red cherry peppers, and if you see, this one is now starting to turn red. So these are the tomatoes that look like that, but if you can see, way back there, there's one that's starting to get the red color. So this squash right here is getting tan in color. This, I think, should be ready in a few days. I think it might need to get a little bit tanner, but we'll check back in a couple days on that. This is the spaghetti squash, and this one, not the biggest one of the bunch, but this one's already starting to get a yellow hue to it. So this one might be ready in a few days. So I just wanted to show the progress on the white eggplant. Look at all that. My purple eggplant kept getting eaten by, I think, groundhogs. So I'm really excited for these because I don't think we're gonna get very many purple this year. So we have a whole new bunch of Roma tomatoes that are getting red in color. So today's harvest, we have a zucchini, a yellow squash, 2 pickling cucumbers. This one got huge, I missed it, so like it way overgrew. And then a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes. I missed picking them yesterday. It was just too hot. It's super hot today as well. It's been in the 90s all week. But I needed to get them off the vine, so that's what I picked today. So we have another one of these golden tomatoes turning orange in color. Another slicing tomato that is starting to get red in pigment towards the bottom. So this is today's harvest, and yes, it was another over 90-degree day, and picking these, oh my gosh, I was sweating bullets. But we have another yellow squash. We have 2 jalapenos. We have 3 sweet banana peppers, which I let these go longer than the last one that I picked off. So these should be a little bit sweeter. And then we have one of the golden tomatoes. I think they're like Carolina Gold or California Gold, one of those. And then I picked off one of these. These are one of those like ugly tomatoes. I don't know what they're actually called, but this one wasn't quite ripe, but it was starting to get super red in color on this side. And I wanted to pick it because it was starting to split right here. And you need to pick these pretty early once they start getting pigment, or they will split. So I picked this one. It's super tiny, but it was the first one to go red in color. So I picked that one, and that one's just gonna sit out here and ripen a little bit. And then there is all the cherry tomatoes that I picked for today. So this is on that pepper plant that I said I had no idea what it was because we lost the label to it. Well, if you can see the one down here, it's starting to turn red in color, so that's a good thing. At least I know when to pick them. They do turn red, so once this is fully red, I can pick it and then taste and at least know if it's hot or if it's sweet or what. But I think since it's turning red in color right now, this is probably as big as they get or close to the size. So I still have no idea what it is. If anyone does know what it is, please let me know. So in one of my previous videos, I did a taste test of this pepper, this sweet banana pepper, and I definitely pulled it off way too early because this tastes a lot different. It is a lot more sweet. It's not bitter, and it does not taste like a sugar snap pea this time. It's actually really good. So, advice to myself, don't pull peppers off of the vine too early or they're not going to taste right. So here's today's harvest. As you can see, I finally have one of the butternut squashes. I'm super excited. Gonna have to figure out a recipe for that one really soon. And then I have a really long burpless cucumber and then a kind of short burpless cucumber. I don't know if this one was ready to come off yet. I thought it was longer than it was, but that's okay. It's still gonna get eaten. And then we have a green pepper. I let this one go for a really long time as well. There's another one on the vine that still has about a week or two of growing. But this one was pretty much ready to come off. Then we have 2 Roma tomatoes that were ready to come off. They just need a little more ripening left to do. And then some cherry tomatoes. So that is my gardening video. So yeah, a lot of stuff. More zucchinis, more squash, more the yellow squash, the little yellow squash. But now we finally have a butternut. I'm excited because there's more that are getting to that right point. There are spaghetti squashes that are starting to turn yellow. So in the next video, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more of the squashes. The peppers are getting big. There's gonna be a lot more peppers in the next video as well. So I can't wait. But yeah, I'm glad to take you guys along on this gardening journey with me, and hopefully I can do this again next year, and I know what I like, I know what to buy, and we can get different stuff next year as well. But yeah, this was a really fun experience, and I'm having fun with the vegetables that I get. I'm creating new recipes with them, so it's all really exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video to see the next group of harvests and what's growing and whatnot. So that's everything for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.